Good morning. Welcome to the Hino live feed here. We're live out here in Long Beach, California this morning. I'm Glenn Ellis with Hino Trucks, our Senior Vice President, Customer Experience. I'm here with my compadre Bob Petz, our Senior Vice President of Truck Sales and Part Sales and Logistics.
Good morning, everyone.
We've got some really exciting news. We can't wait to share with you what we have out here today.
You're all probably wondering why we're now back in Michigan. We finally found a valid enough excuse to get out of the office and take our first flight, getting back out on the road. But this is going to show you why we did this, why the timing was right. This is extremely worthwhile. You're going to be impressed.
I would say this is an essential trip.
Absolutely essential trip.
So we're out here to talk today about Project Z. Project Z is our step into zero-emission vehicles. We're developing the biggest breadth of zero-emission vehicles in the industry. We'll have class 4 through 8 zero-emission vehicles. We're doing that with several different partners right now. And so we're going to introduce you to those partners today. We're going to introduce you to the products that we have, that we've been working on and developing today.
As well as the variety of technologies, which is nice. It's not all the same cookie cutter technology that we're really in the process of evaluating. Many different things that you'll learn about today.
We know that the zero-emission industry is really developing, and it is coming on us quickly. We're going to be ready for it, but we do at the same time want to look at all different types of technology, different technology leaders. So you're going to meet a lot of them today, people we've been partnering with and working with to develop these products, and we're pulling up on our first one right now.
There he is,
which
man
is
himself.
A C Electric cab-over product with Tony Fairweather from C Electric. Why don't you go out and talk to Tony?
Absolutely.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Bob.
How are you?
Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks for coming on out and spending some time with us, as well as borrowing a truck from one of our fantastic customers.
No problem at all.
No secret as to who it is, but...
That's right. No, we're very happy to provide the vehicle today, so thanks for the opportunity
we want to
come
take today
and
and share it with all of our friends here as to what your system offers and have you do us a little bit of a walk around.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, starting with, this is a Hino M5 100% electric commercial vehicle. 4x2, class 5, so 19500 GVWR, and in operation not only over here on the West Coast, but in trial and testing over on the East Coast as well, which has been exceptional. Extremely well received product. So it's running our the C Electric C-Drive 120A. Now, as you probably gathered from my accent, we have other origins rather than the USA. So for the last 3 or 4 years, we've been operating the same power systems, not only in Australia but also in New Zealand and Southeast Asia, Thailand.
You've got a long history with Hino of Australia, specifically.
Absolutely. So Sam Suda, ex-colleague of yours, is now heading up Hino Australia, and has been a very visionary in his approach to transitioning to alternative fuels. So we're working with Hino Australia on class 4 to class 8 type product.
3 different systems you're offering there, right?
3 different systems, 3 different power systems. So our power system range starts from a class 2 van type product right up to class 8. But this particular product here, which we've got more than 1 million miles of in-service testing across 5 countries now, is an exceptional product for the M5 product. So it's what we refer to as our 120A. It fits 138 kilowatt hours of batteries.
Okay.
And operates with a JJE electric motor, high voltage electric motor, producing somewhere in the vicinity of 170 horsepower, 1100 foot-pound of torque. Extreme performance, very quiet, linear acceleration, linear deceleration, no fumes from internal combustion engine, etc. One of the smarts of the way that we're operating our system is that we've developed a battery system that doesn't require thermal management. So we eliminate the need for the cooling system and the heating system that adds weight, adds complexity, but also takes energy from the battery system. So we can operate from 0 Fahrenheit right up to 140 Fahrenheit without that need.
And it's all about managing the energy, right?
100%. And having those components that do require cooling, like the motor, etc., cooled with a much smaller radiator that's got variable speed fans that our smart software engineers can ramp up and down. Similarly with the power steering pump, ramping that up and down as the driver requires, essentially reducing the amount of energy that any of those ancillaries require from the battery system. So this particular unit has been proven to do up to 240 miles of range without any load and without any ancillaries on a single charge. 240 miles. In service, the likes of Staples and other operators are getting somewhere in the vicinity of that 150 miles with 50% payload, so 5,000, 6,000 pounds of average payload during normal service with air conditioning operating, etc.
Sure. Out here in California, Staples is running this every day.
Every day. Yeah, other than today when we've borrowed it. So it's out every day and achieving that sort of range.
Excellent.
The exciting element of this product is it's available now, readily available, commercially available in the marketplace today, with proven performance, proven outcome, and a total cost of ownership package that is really exciting for this particular product.
So how about some of the componentry? Like, as an example, this is not a typical toolbox, right?
This is what we call a component box, Bob. So it fits a range of the components, more so in a nice, neat package location, package position that can be assembled off vehicle and then bolted onto the chassis as it comes through. So this particular package solution with the PDU, the power distribution unit, the air conditioning system, this can fit onto not only the M5 but also the M4 and any of the other Hino products,
we have plans there
sub-assembled off vehicles for nice, neat and efficient upfitting, which is really important. Our upfittings performed locally, so we use very large upfitters that Hino already have commercial relationships
long
with.
relationships with them.
And are experts in this particular space. So we want to ensure we can bring this product to market at a cost-effective basis with a TCO that makes a total cost of ownership that makes sense for the operator, and with the ability to be able to upfit, assemble, bring to market in scale.
That's perfect, because TCO is something we speak about all the time with our customers. That's who we want to be, right? That's our focus.
Fantastic. It's really important for the fleets. They want to be environmentally friendly, but they've got shareholders that they have to be able to achieve certain outcomes for. So getting the TCOs right is important. So let's have a look under the deck, Bob. So what we're looking at here is our two battery packs.
Yeah, I think the packaging of these is amazing. Keeps the weight distribution very similar.
Exactly right, Bob.
Combustion
Exactly
engine.
right. So the engine has been removed from that location. The transmission has been removed from where the second battery pack is. And on an EV, the batteries are their heaviest items. So we've designed it in a way that the batteries will retrofit in that particular position, front and a second pod.
So this one's here. The second one is between the frame rails, right behind it where the transmission generally would be.
Correct, where the weight came out.
Perfect.
The other reason for doing that is that as battery density increases, we see the opportunity of being able to move the battery size that is smaller up a GVW category or upper class. The product that we would use in the M4 is a 100 kilowatt hour battery pack. Battery densities are increasing all the time. And as they increase and we get another 10 or 15%, we have the ability to be able to fit that smaller pack into the M5 in the future with only some simple changes to brackets and mounts and without the need for full battery development. So it future-proofs the battery density, which then gives a further decrease in cost and a decrease in weight as that occurs.
Additional range, same packaging.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Well, any other questions, or it might be time for a drive?
I'm ready to drive it. I'm looking forward to driving it.
Fantastic.
I drove it without the body, but I'm looking forward to driving it.
Good on you. After you.
Thanks, Tony. All right, here we go. All right, let's take this out on the road and see how this maneuvers. Certainly the first thing you notice with any acceleration in an electric vehicle is how smooth it is. Turn out into traffic here. Nice paved, smooth paved road here. Let's get a little acceleration. Extremely responsive as soon as you hit the accelerator. Nice and smooth.
no shifting as you accelerate or decelerate. Race course here with some twisty turns. Of course, our cab over has been known for quite some time to be very easy for drivers to get in and operate. Maneuvers extremely well, handles turns very well. Let's accelerate as you go up the bridge here. Man, it is smooth. This is something. And there's still power there. Quick response when you push the pedal down. Nice and quiet. Maneuver through this incline turn going up the bridge. And still able to accelerate. Empty load, but the performance as soon as you step on the accelerator is absolutely noticeable versus a standard diesel engine. Heading into town here now with a little more traffic. Some street lights. Will say I was warned, there is also one noticeable difference here. As you can certainly feel the regenerative brakes kicking in. It's pretty strong on this vehicle, but that's a couple of factors. One, there is no load. If it was a full load, I don't think I would notice as much because the momentum would keep it moving forward a little bit more. With an empty load, you can feel it break down, but it does allow me to maneuver through a turn here without having to touch the brakes at all, and of course saves brake life. Significant reduction in money spent on brake pad, any type of brake jobs with regenerative braking in these vehicles. Good speed here again, a nice straightaway here. I mentioned the lack of shifting, but it's really, as I was explained to me by Tony, it's very linear into how it accelerates and decelerates. Lack of engine noise, nice and quiet. Very easy to have conversations. If I had anyone in the cab with me, really all you hear for the most part is a little bit of potholes, and then some wind noise. Road noise and wind noise is the only thing that you will hear. The performance, though, is really impressive. People say EVs are relative to golf carts. I wouldn't say this is golf cartish because of the amount of power that you can feel, and the regenerative braking is significantly different than you would feel in a golf cart. Drive around here a little bit more. Pick up a little more speed just to see how well it continues to maneuver and respond to the accelerator and the brakes. We're going to go around one more time. All right, now we're coming back to home base here in Long Beach. Vehicle back to Tony so a couple other people can drive it, and then we can get it back to our friends at Staples and we can put this back on the road. They do have a business to operate, so we're lucky we've been able to use this for a day here to show everyone the capability. And as Tony mentioned, this is in production, ready for sale as we speak. Tell even at a stop it is extremely quiet. You can hear power steering operation a little bit as you turn. Other than that, it is extremely quiet, just almost dead quiet. Just the slightest hit of the pedal, you can feel the acceleration. It's so smooth.